Hey y'all! So, my name is Quanisha Braxton,
And my name is Brianna Brandon.
and we are your wellness ministry leaders. And so, we are about to kick off our seasonal wellness journey. So, first up, we have our winter wellness, and starting in the month of December through February of next year, we will be hosting a series of events and sharing ways to improve your winter wellness. So, to stay healthy and happy during the winter, we first need to prioritize sleep, manage stress, exercise regularly, stay hydrated, and focus on nutrition. As well, we got to make sure that we're doing light therapy, we're engaging with each other, we change out some of our home remedies, and then also we got to stay layered with our clothes, keeping our home safe, and practicing good hygiene.
And so, with our winter wellness, we want to give you some tips and tricks, especially in the month of December. And we're calling it De Stress December. So, some of the tips are number one, we want to make sure that we prioritize our sleep. Now, it might be easier now that it's getting darker earlier to prioritize that sleep, but we want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, because we know that a lack of sleep really can weaken our immune system and make you more susceptible to illnesses. And then next, we want to manage our stress. You know, our stress, it can weaken our immune system. So we got to engage in things that lower our stress daily, using relaxation exercises, meditating on the word, spending time in nature. All of these things help us. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you exercise regularly. While it might be tempting to just hibernate like the animals are doing right now, it is very essential for us to stay active. Next, you also want to stay hydrated. Now, I'll speak for myself. It's hard to get that water in, but we have to make sure that it's a priority. We got to make sure that we're staying hydrated throughout our day, that we're not thirsty. And the winter can really dehydrate our skin, our body in general. So let's make sure that we're drinking enough water for our bodies. Next, you want to nourish your body. You want to focus on having a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats, and not just stocking up on all those snacks. And also, having an extra bit of vitamin D is also good during this time, especially for the African American race. And then, of course, you want to boost your mood. It's easy to be kind of lazy during this time. We have the holidays where you're gathered around with your family and friends, just eating, having a good time. But you want to make sure that you boost your mood. If you have to use light therapy, you know, to combat all of the seasonal blues and disorders and depression that you might deal with. And you want to make sure that you spend as much time as possible with your family and friends to avoid being isolated during the winter.
I agree, sis. We gotta do those things. And so next, we gotta stay active, even if that means we're inside. That doesn't mean we have to always work out, but there are things that you can do at home. You know, cleaning is an exercise. If you like to dance, dance it out, but keep your body moving. And then again, as mentioned before, we gotta dress warmly. You know the cold is coming. We can see the seasons changing. So we can't be looking cute and be walking around sick. So stay covered up, stay warm. And then always, we gotta wanna keep these germs away, especially during this cold season. We know sickness is upon us. So let's make sure that we're washing our hands. We're doing everything to keep our homes clean. And then when washing our hands, making sure you stick to that 20-second rule. You know, whatever song you got to sing, do that. Use hand sanitizer if you're not able to wash your hands. And with that as well, when keeping the germs away, stay up to date on your vaccinations. You know, it's important that we keep our bodies and boosting that immune system so that we're able to weather the winter. And then also, we want to be kind to our skin. We know the cold is definitely rough on the skin. So whatever you need to do to keep that skin moisturized, that's what you do. As well as using a humidifier, limiting your shower time, and applying some sort of moisturizer. Don't have to be lotion. If it's oil, use oil. If it's Vaseline, use Vaseline. But whatever it is to keep your skin looking good and healthy, that's what you use. And then also, we focus on prevention at this time. So we just want to make sure that, again, washing your hands, avoid touching your face, and cover when you cough and sneeze. We don't want to, if we sick, we definitely don't want to get nobody else sick.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so now let's talk about joy-filled January. We want to start off the new year happy, joyful,
Right.
and so to kick off our new year, we're going to have a Fit for the Kingdom challenge, a 75-day wellness challenge. Now, y'all probably think, oh, 75 days is a lot, but if you think about it, this takes you through your winter, the rest of your winter, and part of your spring. So you're giving your body a jump start to be able to kick off your wellness. And so some of the areas we will be focusing on is we're going to focus on exercise and activity, nutrition and hydration, as well as our spiritual health. And we won't go too much into detail as of yet, because that's going to be another video explaining all the excitement about this challenge.
Absolutely. And if you remember the saying that summer bodies are built in the winter, so guys, get ready for that, and I'm very excited.
Yay!
And then lastly, for Fellowship February, we want to make sure that we are focusing on building these godly relationships. We always remember that we are supposed to build this relationship, our communities, our friendships, all of those things. And so for the month of February, as we're calling Fellowship February, we want to offer opportunities for us to come together, fellowship with one another, have fun, have a good time with family and friends. And we know wintertime, especially in November, it starts it out usually. We get all this time with our family and friends, with Christmas, with New Year's Eve, and just bring in that new year. And so we're going to focus on that during February. We're going to offer opportunities for us to come together, whether it be, with other like-minded believers, our friends and family, just encourage us to build relationships. And we always want to remember the scripture in Psalms 133:1. It says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." So we're going to have a good time, and I hope that you will join us.
So true, sis. I'm so excited for this wellness journey, this
good.
seasonal wellness that we're about to endeavor on, starting with the winter, because we know in the winter we're focusing on that resting, that rejuvenation. We're focusing on recovery and restoration. We're storing up things so that way that when we spring into the spring, we're able to use the tools and things that we've gathered during the winter and focus more on what's to come. So again, if you have more information, you can see myself, you can see Miss Brianna, and we're going to be here to guide you all through this journey. Are you excited, sis?
I'm really excited.
I'm excited
Awesome.
as well, and we hope you are excited. So we'll see you all soon. Be sure to check out our group me, our Facebook page. We're going to load a lot of information. So much fun that's on the horizon. See y'all later.
See you. Let's do it.